lot of quality reps, and he's continuing to improve, and he's had a good camp so far. So we expect him to do a lot of good things for us because he's a talented individual.
Some of the dumb things he did, honestly, as a younger guy, how do you think he can help all the freshmen in their development?
Well, Marcus is quiet by nature, but in our small group, the tight ends, he does a great job with the young tight ends, talking to them, leading them, trying to help them understand the right way, the Buckeye way to do things. So I think he's grown a lot in that, and I think he wants to pass on that to the young guys that, hey, you don't have to make some of the mistakes I made in the past in order to learn from me.
Hey Ed, when in the past we've asked you a ton about how many times the tight ends are going to catch the ball or whatever, and Marcus alluded to the idea that maybe this year the tight ends are more in situations on the same type of plays where they're the top read, and maybe in the past the same play they might not have been. Is that true? And have they been?
Well, I mean, our number one objective is to get the ball to playmakers. And as we develop this offense and go through training camp, we're trying to find out who the consistent playmakers are. Marcus has shown that he can be one, so have some of the other tight ends. So more and more they become a primary receiver in the progression. So we put in passes, or the progression takes the ball to them early. And so we want to be multiple in who we get the ball to, and we have ways to get it to every position, and that's a position we definitely want to get the ball to.
Kind of shift based on who's playing the position and not the play. Does that make sense?
Yeah, not necessarily. We don't really do that. It's just calling plays where they're in the progression early.
Offensively, what's been the biggest focus so far? I know it's earlier. JT talked about up-tempo is a big focus. What's been maybe the biggest focus offensively?
Yeah, just getting into a rhythm, playing fast, trying to be aggressive on offense, aggressive in tempo, aggressive in play calling, aggressive in throwing the ball, just an aggressive mindset at a fast tempo.
Is the idea to jump into that right from the start just so everyone understands the tempo you're looking for, Ed?
Yeah, we didn't waste any time. We jumped right into tempo early. Mm-hmm. And we obviously in these long practices can't do that the whole day, but we have certain segments where we emphasize the tempo, and we mix it in there. So it's a way for us, again, to be the aggressor on offense.
You got one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but behind him you have 2-3 guys that have never taken a college snap. How do you get the quarterbacks up to speed behind JT?
That is a challenge for us. It's a good challenge because Joe Burrow's come a long way and had a great spring game and has really continued to develop from there. And you know, our freshman quarterback, Dwayne, is really a talented individual. We like him. So we get a lot of reps in practice. So the one thing about tempo is we might be able to get 20 more reps. So guess who's going to get those? It won't be JT. It'll be those two guys so that, again, they can get more work. Some young receivers, young running backs, young linemen. So the extra reps that we can pick up going at a little faster tempo is going to help our quarterbbeen
Is Pat good to go physically?
What's that?
Is Pat good to go physically?
Yes, he is. Mm-hmm. And he's on the plan we want him to be on. Pat's been here, 5-year guy, so we know what Pat can do and will do for us. So we're just being real smart with him through early camp.
No real concerns?
No concerns at all.
Talk about, with this young team, how valuable it is for you to look back there and see JT running things.
Well, whether you had a veteran team or a young team, to have a JT Barrett, one of the best quarterbacks in the country, somebody you trust, you respect, and as a great leader, I mean, that's where it all starts. So it gives you more options. You have more ability to run variety of plays. He's all-purpose. He can run the ball well. He can throw the ball short, medium, and long. And, great leader. So it just makes you feel good. When you got Pat Elflein at center, JT Barrett, that's a great starting point.
Are we already seeing